Good morning, guys. Well, we have another green day, another good day. It's slow but good. Ended up being that count up to 1.98% for the day. Close to $70. Not too much. But it's better, of course, than a red day. Uh, and it almost was a no trade day just because early in the morning was pretty slow. I didn't like a lot of stocks that were on the scanner. Most of them were like Chinese penny stocks with no news and really low volume, to be honest. There was probably just one at 6 o'clock that was over 200% and it made an overnight move. Um, but of course, I didn't get to trade that one. Um, but one stock that I did today was SUGP. I did close to 700 shares on that early, around 6:13 and between 6:13 and 6:30. It didn't do much of a move, to be honest. I really, I can say, I mean, I got a lot of profit out of it, if I'm being completely honest. I did get some spikes. Let's see. Let's see. I got a fill 700, then sold to break even at 161. Then I got another fill at 187 for 300 shares. Then I sold at 191 the 300 shares. That was a 7-second position. So 4 cents, not too bad for 300 stocks. I mean 300 shares. Then jump back in it at 300 more shares at 252 and sold at 255. Ended up getting a little bit of money out of it. Probably that stock put me at close to $43 for the day, so about 1.16% for the count. Let's see what else we got after SUGP at the TDIC, which I didn't bought a lot of shares. I probably should have. It was probably my best stock for the day. Let's see. TDIC was I think it was a Chinese stock, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, it was a US based company. Never mind. No, Chinese stock, yeah. I was right. But let's see, I bought some at 726. So close to, so I bought 100 shares at a $9.53 price. Sold at the 100 shares at $9.75 price. So $22, 22 cents out of that 100 shares. It was pretty good stock, to be honest. It put me up for the day almost extra $20. So that wasn't too bad. Of course, I take all that little money that I can get from it. And our next stock was OVAI. So OVAI was a IT stock, US base. And it gave me a scare for a second, just because. So as you notice, it's doing up and downs all the time, up and downs. Well, I basically did a long position on this one, a really long position, probably 30 minutes. So I bought 1,000 shares at dollar. Let's see, a dollar. 92 cents. Then sold 93 cents the 1,000 shares. Then I bought some more on $1.83 price. Sorry, $1.03 price. Then I sold again $1 5 cents price. Then I bought some at about 300 more off the market at 127 and then sold at 125. So I lost 2 cents on that one. But I ended up being positive. So here's where it was a stock that scared me. So it had news and it was a US stock. So I liked it. So I bought 1,000 shares, $1.03 at 7:49 in the morning. I had to ride this stock all the way from 7:49 all the way until market open. Being that said, I was losing money here. All that trip, I was losing money. I was negative the whole time. But it had good news. So that means there is a bigger chance that by market open 8:30, it was going to go up. And indeed it go up. So I had to, market open. It was 92 cents. It went all the way up to 105 and halted. So, but anyhow, so it went from 92 cents to $1.05 and halted. And I had the position, I bought the 1,000 shares at 103. So that means I made 2 cents on the share, which amazing. It put me back in green and I made some profit. So that was it almost lost money on that stock. But you shouldn't panic. Trading is risky, and definitely sometimes, on this case specifically, I choose to hold it just because of the new and because the company is a US based company and it has more chances of it going back than a Chinese stock, a Chinese company, or any foreign company. So that was my thought process when I was holding this stock that whole time. And I ended up paying off. So we up, like I said, 198% for the day, and we'll go back at it tomorrow. Well, thank you again for watching, and hope y'all get some information. And remember, trading is risky, and I do really recommend, if you try jump into trading, start doing with paper trade. So thank you for watching, and until tomorrow.